What are some old forgotten jobs, which have lost their importance in today's world? Following are some which are old forgotten jobs. Pre-radar listener. These were used to detect enemy aircraft. Pre-radar listener is one of them. During war times these pre-radar listeners were used to detect the enemy approaches. They had built-in a way that could capture sound from some good distances and were used for reporting and surveillance. Bowling alley pin setter. Workers, usually young boys, used to work at bowling alleys. Their job was to set up the pins for customers. Really used to be a very busy job. Lamplighter. Workers were required to refuel and extinguish the lamp lights. These lamplighters used long sticks to light the lamp and refuel before the bulbs and electric lamps were introduced. Switchboard operators. Not long ago, these workers were an essential part of the telephone networks. They used to connect long-distance calls by switching pins. Typists. Back in late 90s, when I was in primary school, there used to be some typing schools around my neighborhood. People used to join those schools in order to learn typing, especially after finishing up high school, aiming for stable jobs as typists. Those schools are long gone. Most of them have transformed themselves into print shops and/or cyber cafes. Milkmen. Remember these men who used to deliver milk to people's doorsteps? They often delivered milk in those infamous glass bottles as well, and once you were done drinking your milk, you leave the empty bottle outside, and the milkman will take them away for you while he leaves you with fresh and new bottles of milk. Milk used to be home delivered because this was during the time when there was a lack of good refrigeration, and the process of making milk was more rudimentary. However, all of these changed when refrigeration started to be better. The improvement in how milk was processed also meant that their shelf life extended, and people started to go more to the groceries. As the milk buying culture started to shift for those markets sold, this led to a decline in the need for milkmen, and today, you'd rarely find a milkman. Of course, it is entirely up to personal preferences over which milk is better, packaged or milkman milk. Packaged milk go through thorough checks, and the strict quality control means that packaged milk is very safe to drink. Milkman milk, on the other hand, does not go through as strict of a screening, but you can be guaranteed the milk is indeed fresh.